welcome to another episode of Disqualified. I am Bellis Trevin, joined by our double predictions champion Caleb.
Oh, the la!
And Zach, our cameraman and producers behind that camera.
Hello.
Oh, we are here to talk about Monday Night Raw, and it was meh to say the most.
Action was good. Everyone will agree the action was pretty decent this roundabout. This is still probably what the internet is going to call the worst rated Raw of the premiere Netflix year. Because, oh boy, were there some things about this show.
Like one, there was no women's matches. There was only like 2 women's segments on the show. 3, you had this tournament's just fucking cursed at this point. Because we've seen another injury to another star competing in the tournament, which causes a match to go short. But the one shining beacon we got is Gunther v. Carmelo. That is the one good thing in this show. And I'm going to start trying to look for just one good thing in these shows. Because it at least help me have somewhat of a positive outlook. But this is the one good thing on the show is Gunther v. Carmelo. Everything else on the show, do a redraft. Maybe except for Ray and JD. The way you got into the match fucking sucked.
Yes.
And we'll get to it when we get to it. But the match itself was also pretty decent.
Yes.
I also
But
just love
first-
watching Rey Mysterio work.
Yep. First, we open up the show with what everyone is calling a dick measuring contest. There's no other way of putting it.
Yeah, it's a dick measuring contest. So, first. Yeah, here comes Roman Reigns, your OTC, your tribal chief.
Yep. And he asks OKC to acknowledge him. They acknowledge him. And then another set of drums start playing.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Yep. And Cody comes out and basically says, like, hey, welcome to my team. And Roman's looking all confused, like, your team?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, look, I don't know if you've done the math or anything, but it looks like what you're calling your team is just really my family.
Yeah, he's like, half the field is my family. Here comes CM Punk, one Charles Montgomery, Punk, your world heavyweight champion.
Yep, and he looks to Cody and is like, you're... And,
I said he was going to say this.
Yeah.
I literally said he was going to say this. Look, you may be QB on Friday, but it's Monday. And last time I checked, I'm the champion on Mondays. So this is my team.
Yep. And Roman interrupts them, being like, okay. He actually commented as like, do we just want to whip him out now, or...
Yeah, he's like, look, I don't like you. You don't like me. They start arguing.
Yep, and it's like...
I look at Trevin and I go, Zebros!
Zebras! Yeah, but Roman basically is like, there's one thing we can agree on, and that's we hate the Vision more than we hate each other.
Yeah, man.
So you two gotta figure this ish out, because my family's on the same page.
During that, wasn't there a kiss chant going on for them to kiss?
That was last week.
Yeah.
That was after the show last week.
I'm in the past.
Kiss,
My bad.
kiss, kiss,
Yeah, no.
kiss.
Yeah, no. So Roman walks away without making... But after making the comment of, by the way, that championship would probably look better on me. And then Punk's like, who are you talking to? And Roman's like, that's for y'all to figure out.
Well, if it was Roman, I know who he's talking to here. Because only one of us has belts.
Listen here, you little...
But, yeah, so, yeah, Roman goes, yeah, that's for you guys to decide, and just...
Mm-hmm. He plotted.
He's plotting, but you know who is plotting? Gunther. On this man's downfall, and that man is Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
fucking
Brother,
dude,
we thought.
5-star match.
Yeah, match of the night.
I think Mello came out and gave Gunther his best match of the year.
Yep, absolutely. The internet agrees with you from what I've seen.
Like, dude, the way that not only Carmelo and Gunther told the story of Gunther is coming back as this dominant fucking force, and Carmelo's just, nah, I'm getting through you.
Yep.
Because, like my catchphrase says, Mello does not miss.
The internet is saying Gunther won this battle, but Melo's going to win the war.
Yeah, I think Melo's going to be a bigger star than Gunther's ever going to be, so yeah, he's winning that war.
Yeah!
I think Mello connects with the crowd way more. He's a more... don't get me wrong, Carmelo Hayes is a fucking excellent heel. I love him as a heel, but I also think he makes a great babyface.
Yeah.
And I think especially with this match and his performance in it, yeah, he's going to get a lot of people for him. So, big spots we've seen in this match. Gunther, I said it to Trevin, and I said, you know what? I see it. Jey Uso's kicks are Gunther's chops. He just uses them.
Yep.
He'll use moves in between, but the bread and butter is the chop, just like the super kick is Jay's bread and butter.
Yep. But Melo was weaving and going for DDTs out of nowhere so often.
Towards the end of the match, and I'm not going to give away the result or anything right now, Gunther's chest looked worse than Melo's.
Yes.
And that is fucking saying something.
Yes.
No.
Melo said, hey, you gonna chop me, motherfucker? We gonna chop for chop. Fire! Fire!
Carmelo whipped out those pentachops.
Yeah, and then, we get some brawling. We move to the outside.
And Melo just DDT on the outside and super kick Gunther into... Super kick and push him into the timekeeper's area. Crawls back in the arena and tells ref, start counting. And
now, here's how it goes. So, because you're forgetting a few things. So, first we're on the apron. Gunther has Melo in the corner. He chopped him once with a very weak chop. No sound.
Yep.
And then
goes
to chop him again. Misses. Hits his hand. And it's like, fuck my hand. My hand. And yes, that would hurt, but I don't think that's breaking your hand.
Yeah.
But, yes, my hand. Melo then runs from inside the ring, does a jumping,
was trying for an avalanche DDT, overshot it.
So if you've watched Black and Gold NXT, towards the end, Johnny, instead of doing the Gargano escape for his finisher, because that was like a babyface finisher, he would do one final beat, which was just a draping DDT that he would jump from the apron into the ring DDT you. Holding onto the rope. It looked like he was going for a one final beat onto the apron. Gunther somehow did not get that communicated, or something happened where Gunther kind of like stutter stepped.
Mm-hmm.
They go to the floor.
Spill to the outside.
Gunther goes to check on Melo. Melo is pissed.
Yeah.
Because bro, this is like my one spot of the match. Like my one big high spot.
Mm-hmm.
So they start brawling. Melo goes to throw Gunther into the timekeeper's area. Gunther gets him in a sleeper to pull him over the timekeeper's area and chops him down. He climbs over. He's going to go into the ring, but he's catching his breath. Melo then jumps from the barricade, does a tornado DDT onto the floor, gets in the ring, and that's when he's like, count, count.
Yep. And we get all the way up to 9, and we looked at each other being like, is this just how they're going to have Melo run through the tournament? It's just by count-out wins? And we're like, F it! He ball!
But Gunther gets up right at the count of 9, jumps right into the ring, which I hate that spot. And it's not the thing of like, oh, I hate it because it's so predictable. It's predictable. Yeah, I get the spot. I think it's less predictable when you're flat out on your back and then you just get up at the count of 9.
Yeah.
At least be on your knees or something towards the count of fucking 9, man.
Mm-hmm.
Do something, but just getting up right at 9, that's not believable.
Yeah. But Melo continues el offense. He's pulling anything he can out of his bag, kicks, stealing Gunther's sleeper hold because Gunther is very susceptible to counter grappling.
There was one point where Gunther goes for a move and Mello just hits the first 48 out of nowhere. He then goes for nothing but net. Gets Gunther moves out the way.
Yep.
Gets caught in a power bomb. Kicks out. Elbow. Big sleeper on. Mello is in the middle of the ring and it's like, fuck, he's going to tap.
But he's rolling.
He is rolling. He gets out. Gunther goes for another power bomb, but Mello moves out the way. He does manage to hit a first 48. Not another first 48. I think he goes for the he goes for a fucking nothing but net again.
Yeah.
And that misses again, and then we get
power bomb for 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but man, Mello put on one hell of a performance.
Mello is definitely winning the fan output of this bout because sure, Gunther won the actual factual match. But the internet hates that the tournament's putting over Gunther because the entire internet believes that Gunther doesn't need it. And they're also hating how Mello had to eat a loss this way after the showing he did. And everyone is talking about how good Mello was in the ring, which brings me back to my point of this match. Gunther won this match. Mello's winning the war.
Yeah, like, Gunther won the match, but he came out looking beat.
Yes.
And he also, poked jabs at him, like, who'd you beat to get in here? Sir, who the fuck did you beat to get in here?
Yeah.
Carmelo actually beat a credible, up-and-coming, monster heel.
Yes.
You beat Javon Evans, don't get me wrong.
The one who his last PLE appearance was defeating Roman Reigns. Sure, Javon Evans is a big name, but he's big because of his NXT stuff and all his high spots. He's still an up-and-comer. You are a former world champion.
Who is taking on a not former world champion in both of these matches.
Yes. This just fueled my Gunther hate even more, because sure, this was his first win by pinfall in a while, but mate, he was exhausted at the end of this match. If you're trying to build up Gunther as a credible threat, this ain't it.
So, we are either...
to Gunther.
Because I think they're on the same bracket, so I think we're getting Gunther Jay in the semis.
No, Gunther will face the winner of the other match happening tonight.
Okay, so we'll get Gunther solo. Oops, spoiler.
Internet's already talking about it.
Internet's talking about it. We're going to get to it in two segments. But, so Gunther v Solo, and then it's going to be...
on the other side of the...
LA Knight versus Mystery.
Yep, versus the winner of Rusev versus Jay. And everyone is clamoring, why are we getting Gunther versus Jay 8? Because it looks like that's where we're heading.
Could get LA Knight.
I don't want to see that match either.
I don't want to see any of these matches.
No.
At this point,
the answer was right. The answer was right there, and you teased us with the count out all the way up to 9. But no!
You could have had Mello versus LA Knight.
And then Mello versus John Cena, which is what people were clamoring his final match should be.
In all seriousness, I think we are looking at the next United States champion when we look at
absolutely.
Hayes.
Yeah.
I think he's absolutely the one to take it off of Ilya.
Yep.
Give Ilya, 3 more matches with it.
Yep.
4. Give him another month with it, and then put that shit on Mello.
Honestly, Tomatonga and Ciampa, you get out the way, and then...
Fuck it, just run the Mello match.
Yep, Mello answers open challenge.
Because he is too good to not do to do nothing with. He is so good. He is young. He's charismatic.
Yep.
He has the crowd behind him. He's able to work both as a face and a heel, which is a very big skill set that you need to have.
Yes.
I don't think Gunther could work as a face.
No.
His character doesn't allow him to work as a face.
No.
Because you're not going to be...
And if I'm not going to lie, he's a cheesy heel.
Yeah. He's a old school heel.
Yeah, he's just like, I hate this place. I am a foreigner, so I just hate this having country.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, you're cheesy and your ring work is mid.
But now we want to go to another cheesy and mid segment. It is Dominic Mysterio coming out to address the crowd ahead of Survivor Series. He says, look, I'm going to beat John Cena. John, you might as well just stay at home.
Yep, he's like, and the crowd starts chanting Cena, and he's like, look, chant all you want, he ain't here. And me and Caleb look at each other being like, he's already confirmed his dates, he ain't here, so
Yeah.
we start placing baits on like, is it JD or Finn poking fun? Because they confirmed a match between JD with Finn on ringside against Rey Mysterio.
Which is happening next.
Yes, but nope, we get the most
Vince McMahon coded fucking thing in years, it seems. We get a micro wrestler
Yep.
from the micro wrestling circuit. His
Yep.
name is Micro Psycho.
Yeah, he's
I'm
actually
forgetting his like legit name, but his gimmick name is Micro Psycho.
yeah. Actually, according to the internet, basically one of the micro circuit's main eventers.
Yeah, no. He has the look. Like he looked like he didn't look out of place in the wrestling ring.
No,
But this was
this hurt. The crowd had died as soon as it was revealed it was a micro.
Well, look. Also, I'm sorry. I know we're in Oklahoma City, and this might sound bad to anyone who's living in Oklahoma City, but like, why were they this dumb? Did they legitimately believe John Cena was going to be there?
I hope they didn't.
Because there's no way you get this level of pop when you're just like, okay, we're just going to go along with this.
You know.
It's like, what the fuck? And then he comes out. We get a micro stew.
Yeah,
Wade Barrett calls him John Wiener. He runs to the ring.
Can't
Tries to slide into the ring, and he can't.
Yeah, he can't jump that high. And the camera, after he finally gets in the ring, keeps panning to Mini Stu on a soapbox to get the camera angle.
Next to actual stew.
Yes.
And
This segment just hurt.
the best part of the segment was the Micro Psycho going, fine speech.
Yeah,
That was the best part.
Yeah.
And then after that, it just went downhill. He said something else. I didn't catch it. Dom says, stick to the script.
Yep. And the internet is trying to find someone to point fingers at this segment. Me personally, I'm pointing it at Bruce Pritchard.
Yeah. It has to, bruh. This is such a Vince thing. Like, Vince would do this shit back in the day to pop himself. And if you don't know what pop is, it's to get a reaction.
Yeah.
And he would do it to pop himself.
It's like everyone is saying, like, if you wanted heel heat on Dom, this is not the way to do it. Just accept fans cheer him despite him being your number one heel in the company.
Brother, you could have. And it would have been so funny. Because these people that are watching Raw in this arena, I guarantee you do not watch Evolve. You could have brought like Ricky Smokes, Brad Baylor, someone up that is like scrawny. They could have came out, did the whole Cena shtick, got their ass beat, but no.
Or do what we thought we were going to do and have a Judgment Day fake out by either JD or Finn. They were coming out to the ring anyway.
Mm-hmm. But no, we have to do a move that I have not seen done since, like 2019?
Yeah, or even if you're gonna bring someone from the mini circuit, like keep this gimmick, AAA has an actual factual mini circuit in their company.
No, I think this is reductory of the micro wrestlers to just use them as a punchline. It is just... Can we just move on from the old shit that made Vince laugh? Why are we doing this? This makes me worry. Is he coming back?
Again, I point my finger at Bruce.
Yeah, I look at Bruce Pritchard and say,
After WWE Unreal, I'm on the side of the internet is saying, why is he still here?
I was on that way before fucking Unreal came out.
Yeah, but with Unreal, just spotlights came on,
Yeah.
and he is under so much flack.
But, you know, after getting his ass beat,
Ray, the good babyface he is, finally comes out.
yeah, after, you know, Psycho gets his ass beat, Dom does the 619 and the splash and everything like a good babyface. He comes out after all the jumping has been done.
And does a slight jog.
Yes, Dom leaves, he powders.
Yep, and
JD comes out.
yep, along with Finn, and he's like, "You already have a match. I'm out."
Yep, Dom daps up his fellow Judgment Day brethren, but does not stay on the outside, which is weird. But leaves, because supposedly he has his own business to go attend to.
Yeah.
But he is a world champion, so who am I to talk? And now we get Rey Mysterio versus JD McDonough, and my God, I said it every week since he's been back, but Rey Mysterio moves like a 25-year-old. And it is concerning, because we are 25. I'm about to be 25. Zach is the youngest. This man is moving like we are right now.
I can't even move like that. Some of the moves Ray does, I'm like, my knees.
Yeah, and he's the one that's had fucking what, like 17 knee surgeries? My knee.
Brother. Yeah, no. Also, I will point out, JD keeps showing up, like, they're giving him more TV time, and he's making every use of it.
He's probably gonna be one of their big Irish stars. I mean, Sheamus is coming towards the end of his career. I don't know about Finn, but I feel like Finn might be coming towards the end.
Yeah, they realized that, like, oh, Cena's going. AJ Styles just announced that 2026 is his last year. Race hit his goal mark of, look, I'm 50. I'm probably out the door real soon.
It's not the same company, but Samoa Joe is retiring soon.
Yeah.
He just won the AEW World Championship, by the way.
Yeah.
But
it's like, you realize that, like,
the old guard is leaving, so
Yes.
you're gonna need people to come in and fill these slots.
like, people keep... I saw this picture on the internet of someone mapping out the average age of this current, the Netflix era, like the average age of the main event stars, basically taking the average age of everyone who's main evented a PLE since the Netflix debut, and and the average age of the stars for the first year of the Attitude Era.
Mm-hmm.
There is a 10-year difference.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy, but it also just goes to show how, with the reduced schedule, you can get more out of these people.
Yes, but it's also like they're still hitting that natural human life cycle part where it's like, I can't do this ish anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I agree with what Styles is doing, saying, hey, look, I want to be able to walk away from the business.
Yeah.
Not be pulled away. I want to be able to walk away. So he's walking away while he still has the
No one
chance.
wants a Ric Flair repeat.
Ray, I feel like, has the same thing. I mean, granted, he doesn't have any young kids to take care of, but I feel like, since wrestling since he was fucking 13, more than half of his fucking life, he probably wants to be able to walk away at the end of the day. So,
yeah.
You put JD in this position, get him used to being in these big matches with these big stars.
Yeah. Because I feel like we see another move towards this in the segment before our main event, but we'll get to that after we finish off this match.
Yeah, but Ray and JD have a phenomenal match. Basic two cruiserweights going at it. We get a standing Spanish fly from JD, which every time I see it, it just astounds me, the fact that you're able to not only flip yourself, but grab your opponent and say, you got to flip it now.
Yeah.
And be able to...
It's like jump.
Yeah, it's be able to pull it off so seamlessly, because he doesn't grab him and then do it. Like, the way, if you've never seen it happen, Ray is bouncing off the ropes, he's running at him, and as soon as they make contact, they are flipping.
Yep.
Which is
it's like
fucking insane.
The Spanish fly off the top rope is like, you have the distance to build the momentum. The standing Spanish fly is like, what?
You use the momentum of your opponent.
Yes.
And that is insane. It's also insane the fact that Ray's moving that quick, that you can get that momentum.
Yeah, no. But of course, some interference from Finn. Ray uses, Finn being on the ringside to his advantage with what JD comes in for a running move.
Basically
Heads up.
heads him in the mini ballers.
Yep. And then Ray trips him up. 619 MP.
Nah, he's not dropping the dime because dropping the dime was the bulldog. He just does a splash.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, and then Finn runs into the ring to try to attack Rey, and Rey Mysterio is, I guess, a luchador. He moonlights as, not a luchador, but a matador.
Yeah.
Because, my God, the way that he was juking the fuck out of Finn, bro, if I'm getting juked out by a 50-year-old, I am quitting. I am just quitting. He legit juked him. He went for, like, the 619 spin.
Yeah.
Not JD, but Finn runs out of the ropes. Ray goes back into the ring. Finn runs in and Ray just runs out. I'm like, brother, how?
Ankles broken. Pride shattered.
Broken. Yeah, no. Take him out, coach. He cannot guard Steph Curry. Take him out. But next we have our women's War Games face-off. Now, it is the heel team. So we get Becky Lynch, the Kabuki Warriors, and Nia Jax and Lash Legend. And we try to steer from politics, but the only way I can describe Becky's character is a whiny Trump turned up to 11. She's complaining about crooked referees, about private training sessions, celebrity guests. Everything is a disservice to her.
Yep. So I myself have assembled this team of amazing women, not as good as me, but still very amazing.
I myself, the last member introduced, built this team with my own blood, sweat, and tears.
And then we hear the montage of the baby faces music.
First, she goes on to talk about every single person. She talks about Asuka, how Asuka is a dominant force. She goes to say, Kairi, I don't want to say it. Asuka, you say it.
Kairi!
She goes on to compliment Kairi, saying that they're going to beat up Io Sky for betraying her. She goes to talk to Nia Jax. She goes, Nia Jax, strong, beautiful, powerful, the only person to break my face. I have great bone structure, strong bones, only woman to break my face. And then she moves on to Lash Legend. Tall, beautiful, bodacious. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
And then we get the babyface montage, but it's weird. You would think we go smallest to largest pop.
No, but we use the biggest props as like pieces of the bread in the pop sandwich because we start with Rhea, then we move on to Io, then Charlotte, then Alexa, and then
AJ Lee. Let's light it up. And then we get a big brawl.
First, AJ cuts a very similar promo to what she cut Friday, being like, look, or no, it wasn't Friday.
It was going into WrestlePalooza.
Yeah, it was like, look, you've awakened something in me that hasn't been unleashed in years. I thought I handled it, but it's like, it just wants to squabble again. And you locked in a cage? Oh, it is excited.
Yeah.
And then she hands the mic to Rhea.
Yeah, and brawl ensues.
Switches the ice pick with the mic.
Yeah, I was like, okay, because I'm also getting to the state, like the same where I'm like, I like Rhea. She's my favorite. She cuts the same promo every time too, and it's the same thing. I was like, okay, she's gonna cut the same promo again. Does not. Just goes straight squabble up. Let's squabble. And then, baby faces come out on top, which means depending on how Advantage goes,
but next
probably winning.
Yeah, but next we get to very sad news with the result of this match.
So, like we said, Solo moves on, but how does Solo move on in the tournament? So we have Solo Sikoa v Penta.
Mm-hmm.
Penta changing up the gear tonight, and I think that's what did it. No, I'm just kidding.
So Penta eventually beats the brakes off Solo enough to bring him to the outside. And Penta goes for a apron to outside Hurricanrana.
Barricade to floor, jumps
Yeah.
off the barricade, does the Hurricane Rana, lands directly on his shoulder,
Yep.
and we immediately go to commercial break.
Yep. And when we come back, the ref's calling for the emergency bell to be run. And
The camera just.
oh, weird. The emergency bell gets run, and we get announced that Solo wins by medical disqualification.
The worst part is Solo was planning to win this match all along. You have Solo going over Penta?
Okay. It was revealed through the dirt sheets that the plan was through interference by Talatonga.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's rough. They did disclose it is a shoulder injury. They did not disclose the extent of it. So people are hoping
no timetable.
Yeah, people are hoping with how he landed, it's a more simpler dislocation, so they could just pop it back a little R&R, and he could be back in time for the Lucha Bros reunion. But
just like him with Finn, Finn popped his shoulder back in, but Penta was like, just let me pop it back in. Let me just do this match. They were 4 minutes into the match. He was like,
Yes.
just let me do it. We got 8 minutes left. I
Yep.
can do it.
And the medical team was like, no, we don't. With your moveset, we don't want you to accidentally pinch something.
No, you dumbass. You do a fucking destroyer. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You have to flip and hold someone in place. No.
No, your moveset, we don't want you pinching something, because if you pop it back in and it's pinching an artery, brother.
Yeah, so Solo moves on. Next, we get Maxine.
Talking with Adam Pearce about, she's finally done it. She's, planning out her future as the champion. And Adam Pearce is like,
She has side plates.
she did.
She did?
I believe so.
Oh, fuck. This is not transitional then.
No, because it looks like my comment about them putting up a couple stars is actually happening, as after she says she's going to call Natty to, get some advice on being a champion, she's immediately pushed into a wall and cornered by Ivy Nile, who is basically like, that title is mine.
You're on SmackDown.
Ivy Nile?
Isn't she with the Creeds? Oh, no, they are on Raw. I'm thinking
Yeah.
my universe. Fuck, sorry. I'm thinking my universe, and I'm like, you're on fucking SmackDown. Where are you? What are you doing over here? I was like, wait.
Yeah, no.
No, you
But
just
then-
haven't been seen in months.
Yeah, she just hasn't been seen in months. Repping a new look, though, and then
Hair down.
yeah, hair down, silver eye makeup. And then Maxine eventually escapes until she bumps into the two female members of Judgment Day. And Adam Pearce gets in the middle of them being like, look, I already talked to you. And Roxanne comments like, yeah, you talked to Raquel about her world title picture, but I'm looking at getting in the IC title picture. And it's like, Adam Pearce eventually dismisses them, and he looks to Maxine and is like, I'd get out your phone now and call Natty. And it's like, yeah, Maxine has some challengers. They're actually starting to build this division. And by build this division, I mean bring back people who were already in the division.
Yeah, there we go. I was like, brother.
Instead of having it basically be a very confusing top star picture.
I hate to do this, but like I feel like the roles should be reversed for Raquel and Roxanne. Even though Raquel has shown great leaps and bounds of improvement this year, I think Roxanne should be the one in the world title picture. But then again, she is super young. She has a lot of time to win a world title. So.
Yep. Yeah, but
Next! Oh boy! So, it is our main event of the evening. It is a War Games Advantage Tag Team match. It is the Usos for Team Babyface taking on the team of Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul.
representing the Vision.
So in the backstage segment earlier, Paul Heyman The Vision and Drew McIntyre are all in the back. Paul looks at Drew and he says, don't do anything stupid. The only reason why you're here is because, one, you're on the team, and two, you're in the advantage match.
Yep.
If you go out that room and you say boo
to the wrong person,
they can legally have you removed.
Yep.
So don't be a fucking idiot tonight.
So you're
Drew
gonna
gets the message.
Yep. And he's like, but you're gonna need a teammate. And Paul immediately turns to Logan Paul and he's like, yeah. Brock Lesnar. And he's like, Brock hasn't shown up yet. And based off of what happened last Monday, I'm sure if he does show up, he ain't gonna be happy.
Logan Paul, name me the last time Brock worked a weekly televised show in the match. And name me the last time he's worked in a team.
Yeah, and then Logan's like, cool. So then the plan's gotta be Braun Breaker. And Braun is like,
no, I have a tag team partner.
And he's like, Bronson Reed?
I'm his tag team partner. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. It would have added way much more to his character being so fucking dumb if he would have said, you, Paul? It would have added to it.
And it's like, Logan, literally 3 months ago, you tag teamed with Drew. Your memory can't be that shot.
But yeah, so he gets in the match, and oh boy. So when you don't have 4 months to rehearse a match, Logan Paul, well, you know what we get? I can't believe this is happening in 2025. I'm going to praise Jey Uso. Jey tried to get that Samoan drop to fucking work. Twice. And it did not work either time.
No.
How do you fuck this up that badly?
Stop pool noodling.
Dude, it's a wrestling match. You're going to get picked up. Stop dead weighting people. Stop doing that. Stop sandbagging people. That's the term I'm looking for. Stop sandbagging.
Yeah. And surprisingly,
you know, bruh, it's a Monday Night Raw. The Vision wins. They win. And then, is this when all the heels start coming out?
No. So during the match, when Logan's on the outside, the Vision comes out, and then the two champions come out to prevent interference. Brawl ensues. Jay suicide dives to the brawl outside. Jimmy gets rolled up to give the Vision the advantage for the War Games match. Mm-hmm. And then it looks like a brawl's about to ensue. The drums beat for Roman's entrance. He goes on a Superman punch spree. Credits start rolling, but then we hear the guitar riff of Doom.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, if this isn't karmic justice, and his due is not fully paid yet, but if this is not karmic justice,
Brock Lesnar's worst enemy,
fucking gravity. It almost killed him once, and it killed his pride tonight. This man comes out to do his fucking scream and eats fucking shit. Oh boy, it was amazing. He slips and eats his ass so fucking beautifully.
He recovers, but you could see Bronson Reed almost cracking.
Bronson Reed's cracking. Paul Heyman's looking at him like, you're a fucking idiot, dude. He tries to
Get over there.
He tries to use Braun Breaker as a hat rack at one point. Oh, between him splitting his fucking pants, him falling, I can't wait for him to die in the fucking War Games match, man. Fuck. Throw him off the top of the cage. Have them lose by disqualification. Fuck it. Man. Oh.
And then we fade to black with a 10-man brawl ensuing.
You have no time limits. Why are you fading to black? Sorry. You have no time limits. Why are we cutting the show when the brawl happens? You know what no time limits means? You don't have to be off at a certain time. Yeah. You're not beholden to cable.
Sure, according to WWE Unreal, you are beholden to venue time limits. But according to yourself, you had 8 minutes to spare because of an injury scare cutting a match short.
8 minutes to spare. No. 5 minutes to spare because it was a 3-minute commercial break. Mm-hmm. So you have 5 minutes to spare there. Plus, the venue just doesn't turn off the lights if you go over.
Yeah.
You have money. You talk about all these record fucking profits
Yep.
you're making. You have money.
Yeah. Yeah, Fluffy went a whole 2 hours over his venue time limit during one of his Netflix specials.
And also, let's just look at it like this. They are not going to stop brawling the moment the cameras turn off. So, fuck the people at home. You don't get to see the brawl. Unless it was on Twitter. Which is probably on Twitter. Someone probably filmed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for this episode of Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. It was an episode. Gunther and Mello cooked. Ray and JD was good, and everything else. Oh, fucking holy hell, save me. But yeah, I am your double predictions champion, Caleb. That's your main roster. That is NXT. Also, this week, this beautiful belt will be on the line for Survivor Series War Games.
And we'll determine what is on the line for the Cena's final show predictions as well.
We have 2 routes, and we'll tell you the routes depending on what happens.
Yep.
But that is Beltless Trevin to my right, and behind the camera, as always, is our cameraman and producer, Beltless Zach. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell 3 times so you know the match is over.